Junior Graphic, over the past few years, has been introducing many ways to engage the youth. Since they said their motto is for serving the youth, so actually they are acting according to their motto, and I'm actually impressed. For this, my first time engaging into one of their activities, but yes, I'm okay with that.
Yes, informal, you can use slangs and colloquialisms, but don't overuse them. But don't start your essay with WhatsApp. What's up?
If writing your salutation, friendly letters, can you write, yo bro, hey sis, like?
You are welcome to the Junior Graphic Seminar on Essay Writing,
which is a workshop that will give you some basics, some insights into the National Essay Competition that the Junior Graphic has launched. Are you with me? Okay, and do you also know that the Junior Graphic is the youth paper of the Graphic Communications Group Limited? Are you aware? You all know. Okay, fine. So we've launched this essay competition, right? Which will help you to be creative. It will help you improve your grammar, your vocabulary. On page 5 of the Junior Graphic, we have everything that you need to know about the National Essay Competition. And the questions are here. Answer any one of these 3 questions. You're answering just one. The schools reopened recently after almost a year of shutdown as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. Okay? Write a letter to your elder brother or sister who is staying abroad and tell him or her how you went through the shutdown and how you hope to make up for the lost time as far as academic work is concerned. That is question number 1. And then question number 2. You're supposed to write an article to be published in your school magazine on 3 improper sanitation practices and how they can be addressed. So number 3 says, write a letter to the editor of a national newspaper. So you are writing a letter to the editor of a national newspaper on how Ghana can use any 5 of the Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, to quicken its pace of development. So a little bit about the essay competition. We are doing it in 3 categories. We have the first one, which is at the district level. Then we move on. We'll pick our winners, and then we move on to the regional level. Then from there, we move to the national level, where we'll have the national prize. And very interesting and rewarding and attractive prizes await those who emerge winners. Okay? So all of you should tell yourselves that we are in for the ultimate prizes. What that means then is that you are going to learn and learn hard and listen carefully, and it begins from here and right now. So with this, I want to welcome all of us, all of you students from the various schools, our teachers, and everybody here to this morning's program. That is a seminar stroke workshop on the Junior Graphic National Essay Competition.
English language is dynamic. What it means is that it changes with time. So some of the things that you have learned in school may be changing. And when you write the essays, the examiners will look at the current trends and mark accordingly. So I'm going to take you through the various aspects that the examiners will look at per each essay topic and how best you can write your essays. I will follow the trend as it is in the Junior Graphic. I will first look at the friendly letter. Your address should not be in capital letters. As soon as your address is written in capital letters, the examiner will underline everything, put a bar, and award 0. An example is Sunrise Christian High School, P.O. Box 124. Who? This is an address in the capitalized form. What it means is that the letters of each word is written in capital form. once you choose to write the name of your school, make sure it is correct. We won't give you any mark for writing it, but we penalize you for making mistakes. If you don't want to write the name of your school and make mistakes and lose marks, you want to play safe. At the extreme right, you just write P.O. Box 124, full stop. Safe. Now the date, you can choose to punctuate or not to punctuate. Let me warn. You can choose to punctuate your address and leave the dates unpunctuated. The dates and the address are independent. Don't say because they're in the same environment, you're punctuating the address, you punctuate the date. If you do it, fine, it's correct. But don't base whatever you do to the address on what you do to the date. No. Whether you are punctuating your address or not, punctuating your date or not, as for the comma after the salutation is compulsory. Dear Kofi, comma. Otherwise, minus half. And the K of Kofi should be big, otherwise minus half. It's not witch hunting. It's not witch. So the examiner will look at your Kofi. The K of your Kofi looks small. He's not convinced, so he will ring it. Because Kofi should start with capital K, and you know why. Yes. The introductory paragraph for this type of essay should compulsorily be for pleasantries. Because it's your brother, he's outside, you need to find out how he is feeling. So you want to see that rapport between you and your brother. It should come. I'm fine. I hope you're also doing well. I hope life is treating you fairly in wherever you want to mention. But there are some expressions we don't accept again. We call them trite expressions. They are cake. If you use them, we penalize you for expression. See the marking scheme? Expression, 10 marks. Some of the words that our great-grandfathers used. I am swimming in the pool of whole rivers as I ride from the sugar-coated mountains of Klepe down to the valleys of Ziavi. No. You underline that, put a bar on that paragraph and give you 0. Yes. So we want to see you write modern English pleasantries so that you know the person you are writing to. You want to find out how he is feeling. I received your letter. You said you wrote to me, blah, blah, blah. Fine. But not those archaic expressions. Then, with the expression, you want to see whether the language is chatty. We see with friend letters, it's like we think it's something like you talking to your friend. You are just there, you are chatting. So your essay must be chatty. The language must be chatty. 1, intra-paragraph coherence. Then 2, inter-paragraph coherence. Brajo, I just want to give you a hint on how I spent the 1 full year at home during the pandemic period. Full stop. The second sentence must refer to that one. The pandemic has done us a lot of harm. The next sentence must be about the second sentence. Then the thought process will flow. But if you say, Brajo, I want to tell you about the COVID-19 pandemic and its effects on us, full stop. Oh, Mami Kra traveled to Accra the other time. They are not related. What it means is that particular paragraph has broken down. The examiner will not think for you. You underline the whole paragraph, put a bar there, and award 0. And at times, people are tempted to write there. Once you put an address at the top for organization, you are in trouble. The moment you write an article and write your address at the top, organization -2, straight. If it is SSC -4, if it is WASE -4, at your level -2. So we don't want to see any address at the top of your article. So this is your article. We don't want to see any address here. No. We don't want to see any date here. No. So address, date, no. Salutation, no. No address at the top, no date, no salutation. But there should be a heading. There should be a heading. There should be a heading. And your heading should be based on the subject matter of the question. Poor sanitary conditions at Royal Prince Academy. Heading. Young girls in Ho and teenage pregnancy. Indiscipline among the youth in Ho. The question determines it. It can be capital letters, it can be capitalized. No problem. You can underline or leave it. It can also be a phrase, as I said. It can be a statement and it can be a question based on your skills. All the three are accepted. But your skills determine the one you want to use. If you know you're not good at the question type, don't try it. Be it phrase, statement, or question, it should be woven around the subject matter of the question. Very important. When you finish writing your article, teen pregnancy in Ho, underlined. You write blah, 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 blah. At the end of it, there should be your name. So, Kofi Mensah, comma, Ho, full stop.
Please, for the informal letters, can we use yours faithfully? Please, for the informal letters, can we use yours faithfully?
Informal letters, no.
In article writing, is it good to introduce scenarios and rhetorical questions?
I think I said so. I said something about scenarios. I said you can give examples and create scenarios. Rhetorical questions, yes. That makes your language rich, your essay rich, provided the rhetorical questions are properly asked. Because you know that they are questions that do not demand answers. So you send the mind of the reader thinking. We call them mind-boggling questions. Okay. It's allowed. It's a style of writing. But don't overuse it.
At our level, we need to write 200 words. So if you write more than them, would they penalize you?
Yes, they won't penalize you as it were. But what will happen is that it will affect you in terms of time if it's a sit-down exam. If you write more than 200, we will mark everything and penalize you up to the 200-word mark. But we'll keep on marking and underlining the mistakes you make. But in awarding the marks in its totality, we'll consider everything. Do you understand?
If you said that we should not use firstly, can we use to set the ball rolling or in a nutshell?
To set the ball rolling in a nutshell are not wrong, but they are trite. They are overused. Okay, so if you use them these days, examiners underline them. They call them trite expressions.
In order to make an informal conversative, can we use slang languages?
Yes, informal, you can use slangs and colloquialisms, but don't overuse them. But don't start your essay with WhatsApp or Zop. Yes, if you start with what's up, Kofi, that is not a good salutation. But occasionally, you can just chip in one slang or something, it's accepted. But don't overuse it.
When trying to show ownership of an article, can you use the word like by Kofi Mensah?
The by is not necessary. If you put it there, fine. But the problem is that if you make a mistake in writing the by, you are in trouble. So leave it. Just after the last full stop, write Kofi Mensah. Who? Period.
My name is Fiato Alfreda Ewenam, and I'm from Volta Rising Star Academy. Actually, when we started the workshop, I thought I knew things, but I actually did not know. So I've learned a lot, and about the letter writing, I've also learned many things from it. For example, about the question I asked about how you write the date, I actually thought that was the way you write it. So I've learned a lot. This workshop, I think I'm ready. I'll improve on my essay writing. In exams, I'll try my best. And I'll also try my best to take part in the competition.
My name is Inshura Ohini Asante, and I'm from Rising Star Academy. At first, before I came here, I was nervous and shy of, so as I have come, I realized the basics of the two essays written in the junior graphic, and I'm hoping to take part in the competition. I've learned of proper use of where writing the addresses, bottom, below, and I also learned proper use of expressions at places where they are needed.
My name is Dansoma Tinkwabina. I'm from Spring School Complex. We came here to this workshop to be educated, and the workshop was coupled with awesome surprises and sparkling experiences. Nevertheless, all the things we learned, I hope and I'm sure it won't be to waste, because although we had our various teachers at our school, we still came to this workshop just to be upgraded and improve more on our studies. So I hope it's a big benefit to all the participants and everybody who was involved, and thanks everybody.
When I first came here to the workshop, I was expecting a lot of things, and my expectations came true. I've learned a lot to add to my essay writing, and I want to thank the officials of Junior Graphic for organizing this essay seminar.